and send this one away.
Where you at? Ooh.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Okay. I forgot about that. VA. How you in Wisconsin? You're not playing the Green Bay. Oh, okay, gotcha. What part? What part?
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback.
My defense is sucking.
And no
I don't know
better way
why.
to do it than to establish the running game early.
I see it. All right. So you got okay. All right. So he throwing it.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll get it just short of the 45 at the 45.
My defense is sucking. Come on.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You know what?
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is their offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He blitzing. All right, he's blitzing. And I did the wrong thing. Oops.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And what are they doing? He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside,
all right, so
the
then,
man was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This is Gordon.
Why didn't you throw it in front of him? Come on.
Down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. You feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They pitch out to Howard, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16 yards and a first. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
So we got, okay.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your leaders? Find those guys and get in that direction.
What are y'all doing?
Run there, 29 yards and a first.
You see it?
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. So
oh, come on. And they overthrew. Come on.
Well, that's certainly
come on.
They discussed all
yo,
how practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot
how did they over? Come on. Yo, they overthrew. Come on. The one time they. Come on.
Line of scrimmage again.
Overthrew the man.
2nd and 10. Play action now. Rivers.
I pressed the button that time. But it's crazy. Press the button.
Able to drop him for a loss of 4. So it's third and
pissed right
long for
now.
the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Yo, why didn't I? Come on.
Well, that's that trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
It's crazy.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Shifts by at the 15. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On first, they go right back to Howard. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to let this one go deep.
Why didn't oh, I still did. That was my fault. I didn't try to catch it.
And it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On the toss play, Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel.
Come on.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Oh, dang. My controller vibrated, god dang it.
This one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
But, come on.
For the extra
My
point.
defense not. You know what? I know what I'm doing now.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now
Are y'all our defense, y'all don't play like this? All right.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Come on.
We know that, right? They have
God
a script to start
dang.
the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Yo, throw it in front of him, Marty. Come on.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
be on us.
you're 1 big score away from being
Come on.
back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw on third down, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
It's taken on the 25. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Please flip the play.
On third down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
We get it.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action.
Now it's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but you know, the Patriots.
Nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long,
you need something.
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. And everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't know why I
14
didn't.
yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
That was the first time ever making that play.
From 13 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Running with Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
Oh, come on.
And try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, yo, this
A critical error there in a tight game.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Oh, God. Oh, come on.
It's a 10-yard
The
gain
one,
there
come
that
on.
sets them up now 1st and goal.
Come on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
How'd I get? How'd I get a yard if it? Come on.
Because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trevor's going to try and sneak it. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point of vital, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They toss left to Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A give to Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go, let's go.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Oh.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion.
Literally like we're going to overtime.
Lead to a do or die fourth down.
And they look like they've
We're
got the confidence right
going to
now,
overtime.
no matter
Because ain't
what
nothing
gets
going to happen
thrown
6
against them.
seconds.
But whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Yo, can you hear me?
Onto the field now come the Bears.
All right. So in overtime, let's say you score a touchdown this first time. Then I get the ball back and I score a touchdown. So if you score a touchdown after that, you win.
Going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
Okay. So that's only if you score a field goal that I get it. Okay, got it. Gotcha.
Melvin Ingram in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight.
So if you get a field goal and then I get a field goal, is it just next field goal win or what? Oh.
This is Howard on the toss right. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals.
Yo, or you could just quit now and just let me have W.
No room to find to get upfield.
Come on.
First throw in overtime now.
I thought y'all Chicago people had good hearts.
It's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So if you score a touchdown right now, I gotta score a touchdown too, right? Oh dang. I thought if you scored.
Trubisky now just 6 of 16.
Oh, I thought shoot. Oh dang. All right. What that changes things.
Now Trubisky.
Get him.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh.
It's
now the game over.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a super return as he gets us
So
all
if I
down
could.
inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Do I want to take the easy way or do I want to make it?
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams do it.
That better not be on me. That better not be on me.
Cost yourself the game.
Yo, come on. Come on. That's crazy.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Down right around the 25. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Ooh.
1 yard officially on the pickup.
Oh, it's on the third down. Oh.
3rd and 11.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
All right, he's safety. All right.
Tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain.
All right, gotta breathe. Don't mess this up. Gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. I've missed a field goals. I haven't missed a field goal today, so I gotta breathe. Gotta take it easy. Yeah, man.
The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not.